And we are live.
Thank you, Becca. Good evening. My name is Jason Perot, Chairman of the Northborough Board of Selectmen, and I call to order this December 20th, 2021 regular meeting of the board. This open meeting of the Northborough Board of Selectmen is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of June 16, 2021, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency. All members of the board are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order allows the board to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda. Members of the public who wish to view the live stream of this meeting may do so by going to Northborough Remote Meetings on YouTube or on the town website. You'll find the link there for the YouTube live stream. You'll also find it posted at the top of our agenda. And we also have the services of Northborough Cable Access this evening. You can view this meeting on government channels Verizon 30 and Charter 192. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. I'd like to now confirm presence of members of the board. Members, when I call your name, please unmute and respond in the affirmative. I'm Jason Perot, Chairman. Vice Chair, Leslie Rattan.
Present.
Clerk, Scott Rogers.
Present.
Member, Julianne Hirsch.
Present.
And member, Kristen Wickstead.
Present.
And I'd now like to ask staff members, when I call your name, please unmute and respond in the affirmative. This evening, we have Assistant Town Administrator Becca Meekins.
Present.
Good. Ground rules for the meeting. For presenters or applicants listed on the agenda, the chair will invite each speaker or applicant to make the presentation and speak to their application. Each speaker will be asked to mute their phone or computer when not speaking and to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate meeting minutes. Those responding will be asked to wait until the floor is yielded to them by the chair. Speakers who wish to respond to the comments of others, please request to do so through the chair. Each vote taken by the board will be conducted by roll call. And I believe that concludes the preliminaries for this meeting this evening. This is a brief meeting this evening to take care of one major item of business. At 7 p.m. this evening, this board will be meeting jointly with the school committee, the appropriations committee, and the financial planning committee for the annual financial trend monitoring presentation that sets the table for our budget process for the coming year. That will be a separate meeting under a separate agenda with a separate stream to view. For this evening, the first item is approval of November 22nd, 2021 meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move we vote to approve the meeting minutes from November 22nd, 2021 as presented.
Second.
Moved by Scott Rogers, seconded by Leslie Rattan. Any discussion? And seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Kristen Wickstead.
Aye.
Julianne Hirsch.
Aye.
Scott Rogers.
Aye.
Leslie Rattan.
Aye.
And I, Jason Perot, vote aye. Approval of minutes carries unanimously. Next item is renewal of selectmen's licenses for the calendar year 2022. And for this item, we have Assistant Town Administrator Becca Meekins. Becca?
Yes, thank you. So we are before the board this evening to ask you to renew your annual licenses that the board is responsible for allocating. That includes common victular, liquor, and a handful of other licenses. For the most part, all of the establishments are in compliance. They've had their inspections. They've received a green light from our inspectional and health safety divisions. There are a handful of locations which we gave you some information about ahead of the meeting that will require a little bit of follow-up. So we would just ask that the motion that you make this evening is that all of the licenses are awarded contingent upon satisfactory inspection from our safety departments.
Very good. Thank you, Becca. Board members, in our packets, we had the information of all the licenses that are being up for approval this evening. This is just kind of a annual process for license renewal, and happy to have any questions if you have any at this time.
Just have one quick question, I hope. In the case of the one establishment that refused inspection, is that common to occur?
It's not common in general, but it is not the first time that this particular establishment has refused an inspection. So we are handling that situation with a building inspector and town council.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Seeing none, do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move the board vote to approve the renewal of the annual licenses for the calendar year 2022 as indicated on the 2022 license renewals list. Each license will be renewed only if the licensee receives a satisfactory inspection from the building, fire, and health departments and is in full compliance with both municipal and state codes and regulations.
Second.
Moved by Leslie Rattan, seconded by Julianne Hirsch. Any discussion? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Kristen Wickstead,
Aye.
Julianne Hirsch,
Aye.
Scott Rogers,
Aye.
Leslie Rattan,
Aye.
and I, Jason Perot, vote aye. Carries unanimously. Any other business to come before the board, Becca?
No other business.
No other business. Very well then. As mentioned, there was a joint meeting of the several boards and committees to preview the budget process this evening at 7 p.m. Posted under a separate agenda item and viewable through a separate live stream. Encourage viewers to refer to that if they're interested in seeing that presentation. If there's nothing further tonight, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Leslie Rattan, seconded by Scott Rogers. This is a roll call vote. Kristen Wickstead,
Aye.
Julianne Hirsch,
Aye.
Scott Rogers,
Aye.
Leslie Rattan,
Aye.
and I, Jason Perot, vote aye. Thank you all very much this evening. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Diane Wackel.